Hey, you're watching Fat Man DD1, you dingus. Whatever he said.
This is your boy. We are back again with another video. So yes, I pulled out my hair. So we're gonna watch a Will Smith video. Something I've never done before is watch any of his videos. I've kind of maybe peeked in at one because Jazzy J was in there. DJ Jazzy Jazz. Other than that, we're gonna see what's up. Let's watch this right now. If you're down with it, let me know. If you're not, I have no what to tell you. I hope he's been doing a lot of thinking. That deep breath does not sound good. Hopefully. But let's hear what he has to say.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech?
For real?
I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I want to apologize to Chris's mother.
Listen, my nigga, right? You and Chris are one of those like top tier black celebrities in Hollywood, right? Everybody want to be Will Smith, Chris Rock. They want to be those guys. They want to be the guys with the money. They want to be the guys with all of the fucking health plans. They want to be the guys that's been in all the movies, right? The moment Will slapped Chris, yeah, it opened up doors for people to talk and hear what his comedy is about. But it's also very humiliating, right? To be another man, to be like, oh, you know, why didn't you throw me in your acceptance speech? I was fogged out. That's bullshit. You got the Best Actor of the fucking Year award. What was it? He was nominated for Best Oscar, Best Actor of that fucking year for the movie he was in, right? And even the father, Serena Williams, on that side was like, yeah, I didn't support that shit. You know, yeah, he's an actor, he did his thing, but I didn't support that. The family that you were trying to be, the Williams family, the father, didn't even accept that shit. And I made a video about this, right? Should Will get his award taken away? I might have been exaggerating a lot, right? Honestly, I do think you should apologize to the man on stage. Like, well, for the Academy, I do apologize. But for Chris, I'm sorry. I just reacted at the wrong time. Things have been rocky in my relationship, and I took that out on you. I'm sorry. That's all you gotta say, is apologize to the man. That's all you gotta do, is apologize to the man. No, I reached out, and I didn't hear nothing back, that he'll reach out to me when he wants to apologize. Which is true. But also, Chris's fucking brother on stage is like, ain't nobody coming on stage and clapping me. I'm a rock. I don't know what the fuck you thought this was. My brother, you slapped my brother? Like, nigga, what? Because it's like, you physically assaulted the man. Yeah, he did one slap and he turned his back like, oh, he was pussy. But that's what he did. And all because his wife is also cucking his ass. You can't sit there and say, I apologize to your mother when you shitted on me on stage. Like, yeah, everybody said his family was watching that. His kids, everybody was watching that moment. Chris Rock gets to host the Oscars, as he's done a second time of his life. But I don't know how many times he's hosted it. I'll put the number here somewhere. But he gets to host the Oscars again, then you throw me under the bus and shit on my life. For real? Come on, bro. It's fucking ridiculous. And then you want to apologize months and months at me? Get the fuck out of here.
On an interview that Chris's mother did, and you know, that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and you know, I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. You know, we had a great relationship. You know, Tony Rock was my man.
Was he?
This is probably irreparable.
Because you attacked his brother on stage. Like, you gotta be honest with that. You don't do that to another man. Basically, all the jokes aside, he demasculated Chris Rock. I'm just gonna be that guy to say it. He demasculated, he shitted on Chris, and you expected any members of his family to still be cool with you, bro. You bugging. You bugging. You bugging. You bugging. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? They were gonna be like, yeah, well, we know you're sorry. No! They're gonna be mad. If I ended up slapping or bitch slapping somebody, you think my family or friends or people around me ain't gonna tell me I was wrong for that? You know your own son, his own son was cheering for this shit, bro. Yeah, you know it's how we do it. Get the fuck out of here, Will. Then you wanna, and you shouldn't have done it. Your wife shouldn't have took it to the head, and she wasn't even stressing about it. She went on home fucking Red Table Talk and was like, I wasn't stressing about it. You know, I have alopecia. It's not a big deal. She even said it before she had, it's not a big deal. All she can do is laugh at it. A G.I. Jane joke, my guy. Even he was like, are you for real? Well, one thing as men, we're learned to control ourselves. We're learned to take, that's why there's not a lot of male nurses. I'm only relating this to a situation. Nurses get punched, slapped, threatened, all that shit. Men in the nursing field, there's not a lot of them, because if you hit a man, touch a man, 9 times out of 10, he probably gonna sock you, and his license is gonna be revoked. He's losing his license. A lot of male nurses that aren't there, or just because a lot of guys probably can't control their anger, or some can, they take a little hit for hit, but sooner or later, the wrong person gonna OD, and security ain't gonna be there. You just upcutting that motherfucker. I'm sorry to tell you. That's what it is like for male nurses. You gotta control your anger. It's us being men, being attacked in a situation that it's the fight or flight. You fight or you flee. That's the flight part. You just get out of there. In this situation, Will decided, I'm gonna punch this nigga for talking shit about my wife. And it's not even talking shit. It's a G.I. Jane joke. It went up, it went down, people laughed. Everybody's like, you don't talk shit about black women. Who invented that? You're stupid. I never heard no one say you don't talk shit about black women. Black women get made fun of. If a cripple, a special needs people, fucking trans people, gay people, straight people, animals, companies, actors, music, singers, writers, porno stars, if everything involved in the industry can get made fun of, you think black women and black men can't get made fun of? Especially when she was called G.I. Jane because she had the little cut and she was wearing green. That's a nice setup. This nigga out here now apologizing to his whole fucking family. When do you know what it's like for Chris probably to not hit this nigga back? It probably hurt the man. Like, oh, I should have clapped the shit out of you when you and you see a video where Chris gets hit and he clenches his fist like he about to deck Will Smith. He about to uppercut this nigga to hell. And then nothing happens of it. You know, Chris Rock does make money and people want to know what he has to say. Other than that, the aftermath of the slap goes world fucking wide. People are calling for Will Smith's trophy, his head, the Oscars revoking him, all of that shit. They're calling for it. Want to know why? Because you shouldn't have done it. Should have fucking done it. You should have been a man, sat there with your fucking pride and your fucking energy and all that negativity, ball it up and give it to your wife. You have a bad relationship with your wife and you took that out on a man that had nothing to do with that shit. That's your own personal problems. If anybody out there that's looking at me and be like, oh, but he talks shit about, I'm like, yes. But sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt you is the classic saying. If someone picks up giant fucking rocks and giant fucking trees and bats and shit and start beating your ass, that's hurting you. A stick, throw it at you, as long as it'll hit you in the eye, you good. A rock, you know what I'm saying? As long as it'll hit you in the eye, you good. A lot of these things can be avoided. You have a bad relationship with your wife. Don't apologize to Chris. Apologize to yourself. And then go deal with your bad fucking marriage. After that, you king of the world. You king of the world. You king of the world. Your wife had an entanglement with August Alsina. You should be having your entanglements with some new pussy. I'm just saying. But holy fucking shit, Will. Holy shit.
I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities, of what happened in that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment.
One more time. I'm gonna rewind this. One more time. What did you say?
There is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment.
Are you fucking kidding me? There's no part of you? Then why did you do it? Why did you do it? Was it impulse? Was it fight or flight? Did you think the joke that obviously was a hit or miss moment for you to flight, for you to jump? Did you think that joke was the moment for you to fight? Did you not just say, I'm a flight, I'm gonna leave this, you know what, it's not a big deal, honey, it's G.I. Jane, let it go. What the fuck? No, if no part of you believes this, thinks this, why the fuck did you do anything? Why? What? I've acted on impulse plenty of times in my life. I can't be the one to talk. I've acted on many impulses. I have fight or flight instincts as well. Most of the time, I'm flying. Other times, I'm fighting if it's worth fighting for. You know what I'm saying? For my purpose of who I am, it's worth fighting for. If it's not worth fighting for, it's not worth it. What part of you thought it was worth the energy to get up and hit another motherfucker? Regardless, if Chris Rock came off that stage and touched his wife's head and said, Magic Crystal Ball, what am I winning? You have all right to slap the nigga. Like, what are you doing? Or your wife would have slapped him. What are you doing? That makes sense. That is a perfect reason to hit someone. What are you doing, Chris? You're wilding right now. I would have slapped him myself. I would be like, Chris Rock was in the complete wrong. Yes, it was for a skit or a joke, but that was completely wrong. If he touched his wife's head, there was no physical contact. There was verbal, and it could have been a one and done. Leave it alone. Cut your ass online. Yo, Chris, you mad corny. That whole joke was dumb whack. Oh, but you were laughing at it. Yeah, but it was actually bad. That's how laughable it was. Like, you could have said something about King Richard. Come on. Fucking hell.
There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults. After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. It's like, I made a choice on my own.
Stupid.
From my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, babe. And say sorry to my kids and my family for the heat that I brought on all of us. To all my fellow nominees, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me, and it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment.
Yeah, because I don't know who else won after that night. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do not know who else won or who else had a best this and that out of the Oscars. After the slap, it was a whole conversation. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have to Google it and find out who won at this year's Oscars that passed. Just because Will's kind of stupid for that. No, not kind of. You are. Like, I didn't realize other people won trophies or statues or anything. I'm just saying. I didn't know. That's that, like, for real.
I can still see Questlove's eyes. It happened on Questlove's award, and it's like I'm sorry really isn't sufficient. What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down. So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate when I let people down. So it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's image and impression of me.
That's your own problem. That's other people's problem. I don't actually care about that. I live up to no man, no woman's expectations but myself and my expectations of me. If I don't reach them, that's on me to not understand that. If you are feeding into the hype and feeding into other people's thoughts of you, that's a personal problem and you need to deal with personally and stop feeding that. If you're trying to be that person in their minds, that's just feeding their egos and being more selfish than self-centered, right? Be selfless, not selfish. And he's being more, I want to be selfless, but I'm being more selfish, right? And people want that selfish view of him. That's disgusting. Take that out of your mind. He's at a certain age where I thought by now he would learn, I don't really care what people think of me or what their notions of me are, but I'm glad they have it. I wish I was that person they believe I am, but I try my best to be a person that I can look up to as well. That would help me. Everything he's saying right now just sounds like gibberish. I'm just going to be honest with you. But I understand it from a psychological point of view, trauma and everything else. But you're a grown-ass man. Don't feed into people's ideas of you. That's reaching.
And the work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful. And I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself.
He feels really pissed off.
Right? I'm
I don't know
human.
why.
And I made a mistake, and I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit. So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing. I know it was shocking. But I promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world. And, you know, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
Listen, I'm going to put this in the best way I can for you all. Will Smith makes a giant-ass apology. And honestly, it is what it is. It's just a lot of production in this apology. It's one camera here, one camera there. It's two camera apology. Listen, I think it's too late to make a public apology. Maybe Chris doesn't think it's too late. I'm not Chris Rock. I don't have millions of dollars. I have my whack-ass YouTube setup in this room of cool stuff I bought. In reality, when it comes down to it, Will, he made the bed, he sleeps in it. Simple as that. We all sleep in the bed we make. And honestly, he's probably been dealing with this and conversating about this and talking about this and doing whatever else he can do about this. In reality, what he has to do now is deal with it. And let Chris come to him and talk to him personally. One-on-one, on some real deal shit. But honestly, Chris Rock probably don't want to talk because you took a joke too far. And from one man to another, the fuck out of here. I'm just saying that to be honest. I wouldn't want to hear what you have to say until I am personally ready. There's been a lot of people I don't talk to this day because of... There's actually one person I don't talk to this day. Actually, a couple people. Because of the shit he's pulled and the shit that he thought, oh yeah, my joke or what I said went too far. But this person also pulled something really, really stupid and got me hurt in the involvement of that. Because they thought they were tough, macho fuerte, big ass, the dog, I'm bad as fuck. You ain't shit, nigga. So fuck you. And in that remorse, I feel how Chris feels. Nigga, I don't never want to talk to you. You humiliated me on live television and went viral. And it became a meme, a joke that will never die. shit, I don't even think Chris can make money off of that shit. In itself, fuck you. I don't want your apology. Nigga, I don't want to talk to you. And he might not ever want to talk to you. They were good boys at a certain point. They might not be good boys anymore after this. Or Chris might take some more time in therapy and say, yo, Will, I'm going to talk to you personally, but this is going to be between us and no cameras, nothing. It's just going to be us. And that's it. Let me know what you think of the video. What do you think? Do you think this is an apology that's worth it? Or you think Will should just shut up? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell icon to be notified. We're almost at 1,000. Let's fucking go. We're almost there. From me to you, remember to never give up, never surrender. Keep on grinding. Peace. And eyes out. Woo. I'll see y'all soon.
Shit. Getting been on drum. You little niggas gonna stop acting like my shit ain't the grill. Some of you niggas get your front teeth for grills. And I ain't talking about the contract.
Ain't loving these fake hoes. Room smelling like 8 switches. Room service like 2K. NBA, I'm ballin', nigga. All them niggas falling like all them niggas. Talking shit, I saw them niggas. Now they daughter want a picture. Rough, ain't it? Fuck famous.
Yeah,
niggas too real, got the most haters. Wrote a story so Stephen Curry. How it feel to be golden.